Hello and welcome. It's not Rev Sports Studio Kolkata. It happens to be Melbourne, and it's 11:30 at night, and our colleagues will join. But the breaking news: Champions Trophy schedule is out, and exactly what you had heard on Rev Sports 3 days back, we got it spot on. India versus Pakistan is on the 23rd of February. India versus Pakistan, 23rd of February in Dubai. And let me also give you the rest of the schedule as the ICC has announced it just now. So plenty. Shomik joins me as well. We got it spot on, Shomik. We got it spot on. Shomik has had an injury in his hand, but uh, let me also tell you that it starts on the 19th of Feb. We had said exactly this. We had said India versus Pakistan on the 23rd in Dubai. We had said India versus New Zealand on the 2nd of March in Dubai. And we had also said Bangladesh versus India on the 20th of Feb. We had said the first semi-final, 4th March, that is Dubai, and the 9th of March, Dubai final if India makes it, otherwise in Pakistan. Shomik Chakraborty, 3 days back, we had put out the schedule. If you go and check the Rev Sports handle, it is all out there for everybody to see. We got it 100% correct. Your first thoughts?
See, the thing is that as far as this Champions Trophy is concerned, we have won the coverage. If we go back to July, we are the first to break the Champions Trophy is going to be played in a hybrid model, and the ICC is thinking about that. And then over the course, on 9th of November, we reported that the day BCCI sent the communique to the ICC saying that Indian team will not be traveling across the border, we wrote that Champions Trophy is set to be played in a hybrid model. India's matches in Dubai. After that, also until 3 days back when we put out the schedule, and it is absolutely it has come. I mean, it has tallied in toto. So from that point of view, we can claim that Rep Sports has won this coverage as far as Champions Trophy, the overall Champions Trophy, be it a hybrid model, be it India playing in Dubai, be it Pakistan not getting its pound of flesh, everything along as also the schedule India Pakistan match on 23rd of February, everything. I mean, we are not boasting it. It's our job as a reporter to stay ahead in the game. And once again, we have won this coverage.
And it seems, it feels good, Bharat Ramraj, who's also joining us, to have won this coverage. But Mohsin Naqvi quote, we are pleased that an agreement has been reached based on the principles of equality and respect, showcasing the spirit of cooperation and collaboration that defines our sport. Our heartfelt gratitude goes out to ICC members who played a constructive role. Hosting the Champions Trophy is a significant milestone for Pakistan, elated to welcome the world to the Champions Trophy. We look forward to extending our renowned hospitality to all. Mohsin Naqvi. Whatever it is not based on the principles of equality, but rather the geopolitical reality of the world. That's what it is based on. It's not an ideal schedule, Bharat Ramraj, because if India makes the final, then the final will be in Dubai. So neither you nor Shomik nor I can prepare where we want to go. No fan can buy his or her tickets. So whatever it is based on, it is not based on fan interest, but this is largely based on the geopolitical reality of the world. Bharat, your first thoughts?
Yeah, obviously, if I put my hat as a if I put a hat on my head as a fan, then it's very much a different perspective. Because if I want to, if I want to go to the final, then I wouldn't really know what exactly where, who, what exactly is the schedule, or where exactly the match will be held. So from that perspective, definitely 100% right. But that is how the current situation is. If you look at the geopolitics, and obviously with Pakistan also asking for a favor or two in relation to future World Cups, whether where the matches will be held in terms of the neutral venue. So a lot of tug of war happened there. But at least from an overall perspective, it is good to see that the schedule has come out after all the wranglings. And yes, we have got it right from a Rev Sports perspective, that about the schedule, about how the things have panned out over a period of time. And kudos to Rev Sports for getting it right.
Shomik, India versus Pakistan in Dubai. That's the story here at the moment. Give people further details. Give people further details, and it won't be a bad idea to give people the the full schedule also. Or read out the India matches at least, Shomik, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, so the thing is that as far as the full schedule is concerned, India versus Pakistan, February 23rd in Dubai. Before that, India is opening their campaign against Bangladesh on February 20th, once again in Dubai. And then they are going on to play um,
আমি বলে দিচ্ছি,
India,
ছাড়ো। আমি বলে দিচ্ছি, Shomik, don't
Bangladesh.
worry. Shomik, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Okay.
schedule is as such. India played first game on the 20th of February, Bangladesh versus India. Then it's 23rd of February, Pakistan versus India in Dubai, and then on the 2nd of March, New Zealand versus India also in Dubai. That's the story.
Second of
Will
March.
stadium in Pakistan be ready? Big question, Suman Avasti, and a good one at that. 31st December is the date for the stadiums in Pakistan, whether it's Lahore and Karachi, to be ready, and we have to wait and see if the stadiums are indeed ready by that stipulated date. Because if Pakistan is not able to turn it around in the next 5 days, then all kind of chaos will break again. They might be given a few days grace because of all the political turmoil that has happened. But Shomik, a quick reaction to this, Suman Awasthi's question: if Pakistan is not able to get it ready on time, then it becomes a massive issue again.
I think Pakistan, I think ICC will allow them a grace period, and by mid-January, because I don't see, as I saw even 2 days back, even Pakistan media and Pakistan people in Pakistan cricket are saying that as far as the Gaddafi Stadium is concerned in Lahore, 80% work has been completed. Now 80%, 70%, or 80%, you don't see the remaining 30% to be completed in the next five odd days. So Pakistan will seek a grace period from the ICC, and as that is same, I in fact the national stadium is Karachi, looks a bit better shaped compared to the Gaddafi Stadium. So I think they will. I don't see Pakistan losing the tournament under the pretext of not being ready as far as the stadiums and the stadium infrastructure is concerned. I mean, they have. I mean, they sort of walked the extra mile to host this. They accommodated India's wish, which they had to do. And from that point of view, with that grace period, I think they would be able to. Because, see, at the end of the day, millions and millions of dollars, Pakistan had to do it. Millions and millions of dollars are at stake. And someone told me that even it is 750,000 $750 million. I think it is a little exaggerated because the entire thing is 5.3 billion. So Champions Trophy is in as far as the pecking order is concerned, uh, Champions Trophy is 750 million cannot be the case, but still it is around, if it is around 300 million or 200 million. Even after that, if Pakistan wouldn't have hosted this tournament, if they would have failed to become the host, they would have lost the hosting rights. PCB would have gone bankrupt. So simple as that. And from that point of view, I don't see Pakistan. They will do it, and at the end of the day, whatever it is, they are. I mean, they are. They have always have that. They have always have that fascination to turn to their army to do some to everything in war footing, be it the distribution of atta or completion of the stadium.
Bharat, how do you react to that? Will Pakistan get its act right and prepare the stadiums at least in some time? Because otherwise, all kinds of madness would once again break loose. Because they've got it finally. Wish them all the best. At least they should be able to get their stadiums on time. And yes, finally, all their lies have been busted. They initially started on the premise that tickets for India has been booked, hotel has been booked. India is bound to come to Lahore. At no point in time was India supposed to go anywhere. India is not. India preferred Dubai. Pakistan, by the way, preferred Colombo in the beginning, and all of us know that the early preference was Colombo. Only later, when they realized that that writing was also on the wall, that it has to be Dubai, they agreed to Dubai. So, in every sense, Bharat, the BCCI has got what it wanted. So the PCB has got the face saver in the form of the hybrid model, but in every sense, the BCCI has got what it wanted. Bharat Ramraj.
Yeah, obviously, first of all, I guess from Pakistan's perspective, they have to somehow get it right. Always remember $1 is equal to maybe 278 Pakistani rupees, or something on those lines. So, yeah, that's what last exchange rate some 2 days ago, that's what I saw. So, they have to somehow get it right with their stadiums. Otherwise, it will be really huge. It is huge loss for Pakistan. They will really go bankrupt because Pakistani rupees is pretty much going down when compared to dollars. Obviously, I'm not saying Indian rupees is in a great state, but yes, even from BCCI's perspective, yeah, this is finally, you have to say, whatever it is, you have to get the approval of the BCCI finally. So yeah, Pakistan also obviously have got a little bit of face saver, as you said, uh, from their public. Yeah, they have to maintain a little bit of their public image, I guess. When you consider their own people, when they go back to their own people. So they wanted some kind of face saver. So they got that in the case of in relation to hybrid model. But yeah, finally the approval obviously has to come from the BCCI only. So BCCI is obviously still the master here.
Prakrit, I consider you to be a fairly serious viewer. What do you have to say to Tim Wigmore's piece of Telegraph saying the integrity of cricket is compromised to accommodate India? Tell me, who is Tim Wigmore? Why do I have to say take Tim Wigmore with any iota of seriousness? Who is Tim Wigmore? Forget about Tim Wigmore because he doesn't understand the geopolitical realities that we live in this world. Yes, it is not the ideal scenario, like we said at the very start of the show, that if you're a cricket fan, you will lose out because you don't know where the final will be and you cannot book your travel, you cannot book anything. But for an English journalist to come and tell us that the world cricket integrity is being compromised, he doesn't live in India or Pakistan. He doesn't know or understand the geopolitical tensions that exist between the two countries. So we are not here to understand or listen to his gyan by any stretch of imagination. So Tim Widmore's article can be flushed off in the toilet. So it's as simple as that. Once he understands the geopolitical realities of India and Pakistan better, then first he needs to educate himself about these geopolitical realities. We'll take him with some seriousness. Shomik Chakraborty, your thoughts.
I just want to add a little more thing with this, because ICC, that in, as far as cricket's integrity is concerned, that used to be compromised when ICC was the International Cricket Conference, and England and Australia enjoyed the veto power. And time and again, the integrity of cricket was compromised when NKP Salve asked for one extra ticket for the 1983 World Cup final and was flatly refused by the MCC. That and India were playing the final. That was when the integrity used to be compromised. Now it's a level
And
playing
and
field.
and, and just to
I
add to
think,
what
I mean,
Shomik just said, Shomik, what just to add to what you said, a few tickets, not one, few tickets was asked by the BCCI and they were told no. And as a result, what happened? The World Cup moved out of England in 1987 to India when the
yes.
Reliance Cup happened. So before that, 1975, 1987, 1979, and 1983, England considered it was their birthright to host the World Cup, which they were finally told no, it's not. And in that 13 and a half hour long ICC meeting on the 2nd of February in 1992, the veto was finally taken away. And thanks to Jagmohan Dalmia and the protest by the subcontinent. That is when cricket actually became a level playing field. Before that, every and any decision would have to be ratified by England and Australia. That is when cricket's integrity was being compromised on a daily basis because it was first among equals. So when you talk about cricket's integrity being compromised and stuff like that, without even understanding your history or the geopolitical realities that you live in, then perhaps you need to educate yourself a little more. And why should we waste our time on someone who doesn't really know? But having said that, the one point I must say, if you're a cricket fan, you will feel where is this game going because frankly, I want to watch the final and I can't make plans. So could the PCB have been more less obstinate? Could the PCB have been more open? Could the PCB have given in earlier? Because frankly they did not get anything. The PCB did not get anything. And the truth is the PCB got nothing out of this bargain. Nothing. And yet they held on for a month. They had to agree to hybrid. They had to agree to Dubai. They had to agree to every clause that was laid out in front of them. And yet they dilly dallied for a month, losing 1 month's time. Shomik, that is for me the problem. Should the ICC have forced the PCB a little bit more, saying, what you did by wasting time was actually not required? Before I go to Bharat on this.
I think yes, ICC should have forced them a little bit more, but then again, Pakistan have been hosting a world event, a global event, for the first time after 1996, and ICC chose to be accommodative. And even after Jai Shah took over, he was always accommodative. It was never, Jai Shah was never like that. I mean, he was not holding on his high horses. He listened to everybody, and maybe at the end of the day, Pakistan didn't get anything out of this, and their obstinate stand has put even a lot of their own fans in jeopardy. I mean, in the sense, they are not sure if Pakistan are the defending champions of the Champions Trophy. And with the advantage of playing at home, they can progress. But once you enter the knockouts, their fans, like the rest of all other, like all the rest, they have no idea whether the final is going to be played in Lahore or Dubai. So how do you arrange for tickets? How do you make your hotel? How do you make your hotel bookings? Let alone getting the tickets. I'm not even. I mean, even before getting the tickets, how do you book your flights? How do you settle for? How do you arrange your hotel accommodations, hotel bookings? So Pakistan should have been a little more flexible, I guess. But then again, it eventually it became an ego thing for them. They are even in the press release that you have and I have, Mohsin Naqvi is saying everything has been done on an equal footing. Everything is on a par. Everything has been done on an equal footing. So let them enjoy let them enjoy the way they have been interpreting it. Let them enjoy their equal footing. What do you say?
But Bharat, truly, truly, I mean, I love the way Pakistan is trying to spin the narrative that we've got everything is being done on equal footing. This is actually not bad. This is actually not bad. We are happy that at least Mohsin Naqvi is able to spin a narrative for his people in Pakistan. Some YouTubers will jump and they'll sort of have their pound of flesh and do some views and do some tweets or whatever it is. But all said and done, reflect on the schedule a little bit, Bharat, on a serious note. 23rd February is first game, 20th February is first game, then 23rd. But if India does make the semi-final, it is actually within a day because you're playing New Zealand on 2nd March, then you're going to play the semi-final on 4th. Is that less time, Bharat, you reckon, to turn things around? Or it's a 50 over game, 100 times in the past you have played a match within a day? Bharat Ramraj?
Yeah, from that perspective, from that point of view, I can understand just 1 day between March 2nd and March 4th. And if India go on to qualify, obviously, for the semi final, then just 1 day for them to prepare for the next match. And also, you have to consider the fact that in Dubai, you get at least around the time of March, February, there would be enough heat as well. The temperatures would be quite high as well. So, for at least for a period of time, until the lights take over. There will be heat as well. So one has to consider all those points. But I guess in this day and age, with all the facilities, with ice baths and all that, I guess Indian players, whoever it is, I think they will recover quite quickly. I just want to add a point on Mohsin Naqvi. One has to understand that he's also a politician. So, just as a general perspective, from a politician's perspective, he knows how to maybe spin a few tales. So one can understand from that perspective why he's maybe pretty good at it.
Shomik, your thoughts about the schedule before that? Shashwat just win the first two games, rest players in the third. Thoughts? A not good schedule for India, says Saurav Sharma. 23rd February के बाद 6 दिन gap, उसके बाद 2nd March, एक दिन के gap में semi-final. That the stadiums are not close to ready even now, says Prakrit. Uh, Shomik, your thoughts on the schedule and the way India's matches have been aligned. By the way, we also got the groups right. India, New Zealand, Bangladesh. If you see 3-4 days back, we had said this is the grouping. We had said 23rd Feb. We had given everything away. Go and check the Rev Sports handles, and you know we got it 100% correct. We had given the groupings, we had given the schedule, we had given every date. We had said Dubai. Everything was given on Rev Sports 4 days back. Show me your thoughts.
See, I don't see. I mean, just a day gap between the final group league game and the semi-final. I don't see with so much support stuff and the way they manage things in this Indian team at international level. That shouldn't be a problem. It's a 50-over game, and with specialized support stuff around, it shouldn't be a problem. The uh, there is but one issue that we have to take into account. In February, March in Dubai, as we know, bowling in the second innings can be a little bit of trouble with dew making its presence felt in the evening. So, from that point of view, that is an issue whoever bowls second will have to deal with. But then that's the nature of the beast. You have to when Dubai has been picked, and Dubai has all along. Dubai has been the BCCI's choice, even in its initial email to ICC when BCCI said that we want to play it in a hybrid model. BCCI mentioned that our preference for the neutral venue is Dubai. I don't know how and why Pakistan started that Colombo thing, started to trumpet that Colombo thing. It it made no sense at all. But then again, deep down they knew it's going to be Dubai also. So that due factor could be an issue. Especially, I have seen personally in February, March in Dubai, that is a problem. Other than that, it's okay. I don't think that. And as far as stadiums are concerned in Pakistan, as I said, with uh, PCB will seek a grace period from the ICC. I don't see the completion before the third week of January, but I hope they will be able to do it because at the end of the day, see, Pakistan fans in Pakistan and they are very passionate about their cricket, and big time cricket is coming to them after such a long time. So they deserve to see quality action.
Yeah, I mean, from the standpoint in at least international cricket will come back to Pakistan. It would have been stupid of them to give the tournament up, Bharat. At least they will be able to have some matches. Only thing is, Dubai has been rather unfavorable for India. I mean, if you see India's performances in Dubai, it has not been the best venue for India. In that sense, are you a tad worried, Bharat, that it's Dubai and not Colombo or some other venue? Because historically, India has not had the best run of the green in Dubai. Bharat.
Yeah, in ICC tournaments, you are 100% right. If I go back to the 2021 T20 World Cup, there was a lot of dew, and India lost the toss in a couple of matches. See, based on the number of trips I've made to Dubai, maybe around 10 trips. Around in October, you get a little more dew there because when you take out the chappal or when you take out your shoes and try to feel the grass at 7 p.m. or something on those lines, then your feet will kind of get wet. Maybe in February, March, I'm not gone at that time. Maybe in February, March, there would be slightly less. Hopefully, there would be slightly less. Otherwise, toss will become a major factor in some of those matches. I think that is the essence of the point here. If India continue to lose the toss in the matches held in Dubai, then the fortunes could go against, or the pendulum could swing against India in those matches.
I tend to agree. But let me also take comments from both my colleagues on the groupings. A lot of people are saying that India's group, but I think, Shomik, the India group is relatively easier. India, Bangladesh, New Zealand, Pakistan is a relatively easier group compared to England, Australia, South Africa, and the other group. Your thoughts on the groupings?
See, I mean, this is an elite tournament. This is, I mean, the cream de la cream are playing. It is even tougher than the World Cup, given that only top eight teams are playing. So, from that point of view, you can't expect easy games in this tournament. And, I mean, yes, still facing England or Australia in a big tournament is tougher always. On paper, at least, it's tougher than facing Bangladesh any day. But New Zealand have the ability to pull off an upset. We saw what happened at the 2021 T20 World Cup in the second game, how they completely rattled India's top order. Um, but then again, yes, on paper, India have got a relatively easy group. But in this tournament, you have to be prepared to play tougher games. There is no respite, unlike the World Cup, when you will get that odd, I mean, pushover kind of things. Here there is no respite in this tournament. And once again, coming back to the due is even more visible and significant in February and March. I have covered tournament in Dubai many times. In February, March, in October, the World Cup, the Asia Cup. I went for a Pakistan test also. So from its bowling second would be tougher.
Last 4 minutes on the show. Bharat, your thoughts on the groupings before I take final questions, final kind of comments. I actually think that the India group is slightly easier than the other group. Bharat, your thoughts?
Yes, I agree with that. One has to consider in the other group there is also Afghanistan. Never forget this particular team, especially the kind of spinners they have. This Ghaznfar, the new guy, he is really making heads turn. And then they obviously have Mujib, Rashid Khan, and all these guys. So Afghanistan in that other group really makes it testing for England, Australia, and South Africa. South Africa, yes, they have lost to Pakistan 3-0, but it's still a dangerous side. So I tend to agree that the other group is slightly tougher in this group. Maybe Bangladesh in one day cricket, yeah, they played decent. They played decent cricket, but Pakistan, India obviously will kind of believe they fancy their chances against a team like uh, against a team like Bangladesh because I think they know what kind of cricket Bangladesh will play. And New Zealand, yeah, they played good cricket. They kind of what can you say play smart cricket. Even if they get the right conditions, they can cause an upset. But I think this is slightly easier group.
On the super chat, Sarvesh Gaurav, we feel let down by Jaisha, hybrid to hybrid. There's nothing to be let down whatsoever. This is realpolitik. It was always to be held in Sri Lanka, so that model was always to be hybrid. I don't think Jaisha has done anything which is wrong. I think he's done it quite well to have closed out this deal without giving into anything Pakistan. 2026 would have been in Colombo, and Pakistan would have said and created an issue. In fact, what he has done is he has preempted all that drama. Pakistan would have created enough and more drama ahead of 26 saying, oh, we will send our security delegation to India, we will assess this, we will assess that, and make hell for the tournament and create drama till the very last moment and actually sort of push the tournament to a corner. Jai Shah has preempted all of that by doing what he has, and Pakistan has no wiggle room, exactly what they wanted in whatever terms. In fact, even the final will be in India provided Pakistan doesn't make it. So I don't think there's any problem whatsoever, any problem whatsoever in the way he's resolved it. And frankly, Greg Barclay should have resolved it. It wasn't done. It was left for Jay to come and do it, and he's done it within 3 weeks of assuming office. So, and the tournament is on. A lot of people said, the tournament has to be cancelled and all. Shomik, closing comments before I kind of close with Bharat. I think the ICC in the last 3 weeks at least has done its job. They've got the tournament back on track. They've put PCB in its place, and now all the problems are sorted.
And Jaisha once again showed his administrative acumen, as you said. I mean, like Greg Barclay was caught in a cul-de-sac, and he was struggling to get out of that. From that point of view, Jaisha, when he took over in the first week of December, and the way he accommodated, and even Mohsin Naqvi in his press release was sort of forced to say ICC was very accommodated. So he doesn't have anything to regret in the sense. So from that point of view, Jaisha shows his administrative acumen, and there is something, not for nothing, he is the head of world cricket at the age of 35, 36. There is something. So I mean, you have you are entitled to have different opinions as far as an administrator is concerned. But what, once again, what we see, we comment on that basis or we write, and what we see is that a, a very amicable and a good resolution of the whole event, of the whole issue.
Correct. Bharat, last words. I need to close the show.
Yeah, I tend to agree with him. Sorry, yeah. He's shown good administrative skills. He's risen through the ranks very quickly to become the president of ICC. Yeah, from an overall perspective, I think the main factor is at least cricket match. It will be news is more about the cricket matches that are going to be held, not about politics, not about behind the scenes anymore. So I think that's the closing comments I would make. That at least we will see cricket matches being held in Pakistan. We'll see cricket matches being held in Dubai now, obviously, and India will again get to play Pakistan.
That's it then. We've done a quick 32-minute live, and I think it's the end end of the show because it's 11:45 p.m. in Melbourne. So, by the way, wishing all of you guys, Shomik, Bharat, entire Rev Sports team, everyone watching, a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, and tomorrow morning 9 a.m. Australia time. Sorry, 8:30 Australia practicing, so it's an early morning for me. I've got to file my column now, so it's already midnight. So I've got to now write. So I'll close the show. Tomorrow morning, expect Pat Cummins' press conference. Australian cricketers will have an optional practice. And by the way, Shomik, Bharat, both of you, today was great fun. You know, the India practice was going on. And it was actually my first India practice session since the ban got over. So I was sitting inside. I've done a column on this. You guys can read it tomorrow. I was doing live from inside. So Trisha was there, me, Gargi, and Devashish. And Rohit Sharma steps into the stadium, and we were doing live, and it was completely quiet. There was nobody there. People were outside watching the practice and all that. So Gautam, Rohit, and all of these guys, just with Bumrah, all of them went to check the pitch. So Rohit heard my voice and he turned instantly and looked at me and he said, "Are, welcome back and great to have you back and welcome to Aussie land, and now don't miss our games." So it was great. It was actually great to sort of have that from the Indian captain, because it kind of felt that this is where you belong, this is what you want to do, and you've done for the longest years of your life. And then we had a long chat with Siraj. I reminded him, this is where your narrative was made. So when you're at the top of the bowling mark, think of your father. Think of your father and do the job for India. Do the job for India. So it'll be great fun. It'll be great fun. 100,000 people on Boxing Day. Nine of us there, not one. We are not people who hire freelancers to do their work, and not spend a little bit of money to empower their journalists. So 9 people on ground, and I can tell you from now, Champions Trophy will be as good. Shomik will go, Bharat will possibly go, Vaibhav will go, Rohit will go. There'll be plenty of us in Dubai. So I'm putting that on record. Many of us will travel to the Champions Trophy, not myself, because I've done Australia. A lot of my other colleagues, Shomik, Bharat, and people will go. So that's how we function. We function as a team, we function as a collective. For us, it is about empowering our journalists and bringing to you the best possible coverage. The best possible coverage. And we don't give a damn for anybody else. It's as simple as that. We care two hoots for any other platform because we know what we stand for. We know what other platforms do, and masquerading as cheerleaders. The simple thing, all news breaks on Red Sports. All news, whether it is chess, whether it is Paralympics, whether it is Olympics, whether it is football, whether it is cricket, including Champions Trophy. You know where you got your schedule. You know where you got your groupings. You know where you got Dubai. You know where you got India, Pakistan. So Bharat Ramraj, Shomik Chakraborty, everybody watching, Merry Christmas, and hopefully we will be back tomorrow morning again. with plenty of news from here in Melbourne. The Border Gavaskar Trophy is all set, and what an incredible build-up it has been for the Boxing Day Test. Miss you both, but you both will be there, in Dubai, our eyes and ears, bringing to us everything from the Champions Trophy. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much, Shomik. Do watch
Merry
out. Do watch out for our coverage of the Rapid and Blitz by Atreo, by the way. The chess Rapid and Blitz start today. So watch out for our football. Watch out for our women's cricket. Watch out for our chess coverage as well. Yes, Shomik, close it.
No, I mean Merry Christmas, and I'm very tempted to ask you what would be the Christmas menu.
Oh yeah, the plan is my daughter's here, so Christmas menu is with her. So tomorrow, till midday, I've actually told the team that post 1 o'clock, you guys sort of go and look around and enjoy yourselves. And I plan to take her to watch Paddington in Peru. There's a special show. So I want. Yesterday I took her
Oh,
to Mufasa. Tomorrow I'll take her to Paddington in Peru, and we'll celebrate together. So it's a complete family lunch. My wife and daughter take some time off, write my pieces. But in the morning at 8 a.m., it's Melbourne Cricket Ground. 8:30 Australia practices, so we are all there. So quick 5 hours of sleep, get up and get to work again. Bharat Ramraj, Shomit Chakraborty, and everyone who was watching, thank you very much.